Hello guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to the new setup here. I thought I would add this table to bring you guys some new content like developing film and updated videos on how I scan my images and stuff like that. So I think this table works great for that, and also in this video is very beneficial because then it's easier to grab stuff and show you some stuff. This video is not sponsored by Squarespace. Instead, it's sponsored by my X-Pen zine. So if you want to support the channel, you can pick up one of my X-Pen zines. The link is in the description box down below. And in the zine, you can find a lot of street photography that I took with my Hasselblad X-Pen around the world. And also, if you're a digital shooter and you have a digital camera, you can also support the channel by getting my Lightroom color profiles that make it really easy to edit photos in Lightroom with only a couple of clicks. The link is also in the description box down below. You're probably wondering about all the gear, but that I will cover a little later in this video, so no worries, it will come. First of all, I want to talk about my How I Shoot series. Last Friday I released the last video of the second season, and some of you messaged me or wrote a comment, and you guys were worried that I will stop the series and will stop YouTube altogether, but that's not the case. The season ended, but there will be a new season coming. I don't know when, but probably like later this year. And also in the meantime, I have plenty of more content that I will bring you guys, so no worries, there will be plenty of videos, and I have some really exciting stuff lined up, and I can't wait to share it with you, but more on that later. Now currently I'm thinking about doing some sort of like meetup on June 1st this year in Heidelberg in Germany. So if you want to join me and if you're curious about that, leave a comment down below. I will make a video with more details about this a little later, so just let me know if you're interested in joining the meetup here in Heidelberg. While I'm recording this video, I'm also preparing for an upcoming trip. And that trip will start next weekend, and I will go to Kiev in the Ukraine. It's my first time going there, so I'm really looking forward to that. And hopefully I will be able to film some content for you guys and bring you some nice videos. And after that, I will come back shortly to Germany, and then I will go to Istanbul for 1 week. So I will stay there for 1 week, and I'm pretty sure I will film some videos for you guys there. And yes, I've been there before, once, and I really loved it. So it's a lovely city, and I think street photography in Istanbul, it's pretty cool. So I'm really looking forward to that. Talking about trips, earlier this year I went to Cairo for 9 days. Unfortunately, I didn't film anything there because my intention was to go there and shoot street photography and only focus on photography, nothing else. So I only brought my Leica M6 with one lens, a loaner lens that I got from Leica. It was a 28 Elmarit, and one film stock only for 9 days. So I went there and I shot like for 9 days, and I walked like a lot, like 20 to 30 kilometers every day and shot all the film that I got. And yeah, that was really nice. And the results look pretty cool. So I'm really happy with that. And I'm thinking about doing a zine with the photos I took there. Let me know if you're interested in a zine taken with a 28mm lens on a Leica. Let me know in the comments down below. And yes, there was only one slight issue and one thing I've realized when I was there, because the problem was that my M6, this guy here, broke down on me on the first day when I arrived there. And yeah, that sucked. The problem was that at one point I realized that the shutter dial got a little stiff, and suddenly there was no resistance anymore, nothing. So I can just freely just turn it, and I was like, oh shit, that's not good. But luckily it seemed like the shutter speeds were still working fine. So I continued shooting for the rest of my time there. And yes, I'm so happy that the results turned out great. So that could have gone terribly wrong, but in the end it worked out, so I'm happy with that. That was pretty nerve-wracking, and I thought, okay, next time I'll do something like that, I should bring like a second M camera just as a backup. It's pretty bad if you go somewhere and then your camera breaks down and basically that's it. You're screwed. So when I came back, this opportunity came up and I purchased 2 Leica film cameras and a couple of lenses. So it was a set, so I had to buy all of it. The lenses I gave away. It was a 35 1.4, like an old Summilux, very old, and it was not particularly sharp wide open, but had this typical Leica glow. So I'm not a big fan of that. And also a 50mm Summicron, but I'm not a 50 shooter, so no need for that. And a 90mm. And 90mm framing on a Leica M, maybe on an M3 it's okay-ish, but on an M6 it's no fun at all. But still, I had to try them out. So I shot 1 roll of ADOX Silvermax 100, developed in HC 110, Delusion B, and yeah, let me just show you a couple of images I shot with this roll. Now, like I told you, I kept the camera bodies, and one body was this one here. The Leica M4P in very, very nice condition, a black one, and yeah, that's pretty cool. I haven't shot this before, but it's quite similar to a Leica M6, so that's pretty cool. But even better than that is what I also got, and that is a second Leica M6, a black one, in really, really nice condition. So when I got the camera, I had no idea if it was still working, so I tried it and it's like, it almost feels like brand new out of the box because there's no scratches, nothing, and it works just fine. The light meter is working fine, everything, like the shutter speeds seem to be okay. It almost feels like this camera has never been used. So I got really lucky, and I will, from now on, I will shoot this as well as also like my silver one, and sometimes probably I will give the M4P some love. Yeah, pretty cool. I'm really excited about that. So now suddenly I have like 3 Leica M cameras, which is pretty amazing. All of them are film cameras, and that's pretty cool. But you might ask yourself, in the video title he was talking about this one lens to rule them all. And that is like the second realization I had when I was in Cairo, and there was like 28mm is such a nice focal length. I really like it, and because I was shooting the Leica Q, I thought maybe it's redundant if I get a 28mm lens for my Leica M. But now, since I've shot the 28 Elmarit in Cairo for 9 days, I thought, hey, I have to get a 28mm lens ASAP because it's like my favorite focal length. And by the way, I made a video about this. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. I will link it up there. The lens that I picked up is this one here. It's the 28mm Summicron. So I had, like I said, I had the Elmarit 2.8 from Leica, but it's only a 2.8. And I had a couple of situations where I needed a faster lens, so 1 stop more is a lot. But on the flip side, this lens is significantly more expensive than the Elmarit. And it's also a little bit bigger, but it's still pretty okay. So I thought about this for a while, and then I came to the conclusion that I need to pick up the 28 Summicron, just because it's 1 stop faster, and in the long run I think it's a good choice picking up this lens. So from now on there will be plenty of content with the 28mm Summicron. I will now prepare for my upcoming trip, and you please let me know in the comments down below what you think about the meetup in June, and also what you think about the zine, the Egypt zine, if you want to see that or not. Leave a comment down below, and yes, other than that, we'll see each other very soon in the next video. Until then, auf Wiedersehen.